Let's have a look at setting up this XTU camera. So this is the small solar powered one that I'm setting up. Now, the thing that I've noticed from this camera straight away is how small it is. So there's my hand, and this just fits in my hand, and there's a phone. That's an S21 Ultra Samsung, and it is small, much smaller than other cameras, and it holds 4 batteries over here, AA, where others will hold 8. So that's the one thing I did notice from that. Now let's get this onto test, into the test mode. So that's over there. So that now goes and brings it into the settings of the camera. So let's have a look. So we've got here, let me just move the camera down. There we go. Right, so this is the menu that you have, and what we see here is the camera in the top. So it's on camera and how many pictures it can take. And then if we press the up button, it changes to video, and then it shows it's got 3 hours as well of video left to record. Now it's got the temperature in degrees and Fahrenheit, and at the bottom it's got the date and the time, and then it shows the solar power battery as well as the AA batteries, which are now flat because I've been using it. So let's go back to the camera. So that's there. Then what we do is press on menu, and this is the different items in the menu. So what we have is mode. So we press on the OK button, which is this middle one here, and that takes you into the motion detection, time-lapse normal, or time-lapse video. So you can choose between what mode you want for that. And we go menu to go back out, and we go down. So work time. This is quite cool. Basically you can set this to on, and then you can set a time. So let's say there's certain birds or animals walking through a certain area that you're filming, and that's between 5 and 7 in the evening. You can come here and set that time over there, so it will only work during those times, and it will also save battery life. Then over here we've got photo and video. Do you want it to just take a photo when there's motion? Do you want to just take video, or do you want to take photo and video? So that's available there. And then what resolution for the photo do you want? Now this goes from 2 megapixels all the way up to 64 megapixels. And the quality of the image is actually quite good when I did do the picture and video setting. Then video resolution. This is on 1080p, 720p, you've got 2.7K and also 4K, which is also the quality is very good. Now the higher the resolutions that you choose, obviously that will take up more space on the memory card and you will get less video, but I'll show you what you can do about that as well. Photo burst, you can have up to 5 photos when there is detection, so it will burst quickly for 5. So if there's say birds taking off and flying, that's quite a quick motion, or a squirrel running past, you can do that and it will capture 5 photos. Then we go down to video length. So the video length, you can have, it starts at 10 seconds. You can do less, but the minimum is 5, and then 10 minutes is the maximum. So you can record for 10 minutes, which is quite a long time, and again it will drain the battery. Then we've got audio recording. So do you want that on or off, so you can hear if the animals are making noises or whatever that might be. So that's available over there. And here we have detection delay. So basically in between the last detection and the next one, how much time do you want it to go past before it starts recording again? So you can change that. You've then got PIR sensitivity. So this is the sensitivity of the motion detection. So that you've got 3 settings there. And then you've also got your motion filter. Then you've got motion test. So this, you can test the motion. So if you do, let's just do it. So I'll do that, and then what I'll do is I'll move my hand in front, and it's picking up. So 1, 2, and you can see sort of a flash on my hand as well, like a red light flashing. So that's the detection that's taking place over there. And then what we've got is your full light distance. So this will give you the distance for when you are filming, when the camera is filming in the evening, how far do you want the light projection to go. Then you've got your camera name, so you can name it what you want. You've got your Wi-Fi LED, so when you connect to the Wi-Fi of the camera, it will flash. Then you've got your date and time, so you can set that, your date format, you've got your time format, you've got a date stamp, so that we saw when we were looking at the screen. You've got your stamp at the bottom, and then you've also got a loop record. Now this is about the size of the video, so if you record a lot of videos, you can put it on loop record and it will just keep recording over the older videos first, so it won't just stop when the card is full. Then we've got your format, so you can format the memory card, your language, and that's all over there. So that's all from the menu items. Now if we press this button here, play, this will take you into the actual videos that have been recorded, and you can see I've recorded 1,352 videos so far. And if I cycle through them, you can see there the dogs knocking the camera, and then there's the bushes that I was filming and they were walking past. So you can play them, and you can also delete them from here. So if you press the menu item, you can say delete the current file, delete all files, or slideshow. So that's available there. And then you can go back to your main menu if you press this button at the bottom here again, which is play. So it takes you back to the camera settings, and then you're ready to go. So you just put that onto off to save the battery, and when you're ready and you've got the camera mounted, you turn that to on, you close this flap, you clip it up, and it's waterproof. And I'll put some specs up on the screen so you can see what this camera can do. Now what I'm going to do is do the Wi-Fi connection. So what we need to do here is on that menu right at the bottom there is an app QR code. So that's quite nice that they give you that, so you can open that up, and then what you do is you scan that with your phone. So I'll get my phone, and once you scan that, you can then download their app. So I'll show you what that looks like. So let's just go in here and see if we can scan that. So there we go. So now it's asking me for the app, and it's called TrailCam Go. Now I've already got that, so I'm going to open that up. Let me bring this back, and that's from my previous reviews of the camera. So this is what the app looks like once it's open. So that's there, and the camera is now in test mode. So what we need to do is you've put it into on mode. So I'm switching it to on, so basically it's ready to start recording. And then what we can do is click on add a device, and this is a Wi-Fi camera, so we'll choose that. So there it says make sure that the camera is in the on position. So I've done that. Next, and there we go, it picked it up really quickly. So we can say connect to the camera. Now it's connecting to that. You can see that's changing, and there the camera says app connection. Now it's just establishing the Wi-Fi, so we want to say yes, we want to connect to this trail camera, and then it will get connected. We can give it a name, so I'm going to call it front yard for now. And then what it does is it adds it to your dashboard. So there it is over there. It tells you the battery power, the memory card, how much is left, the temperature, and your AA batteries and everything over there. So what we do is we can open it up and go inside, and you can see that in more detail, last updated, and it's got device model and all that kind of stuff. And what we can do is at the bottom is a menu where we've got your settings. So if we go into that, it basically shows what we just went through on the menu on the camera. So that's all available in the app as well, which is really nice. And then you've got status, which is where we were. You go to gallery, and now this will download all the media files that are on there. It won't download them, it will just show them to you. And then what you can do is you can view one of them. So let's say we want to view that. You can play it from there. So that's playing, and you can see the timestamp and everything. You can download it by pressing the download button, or you can delete it over here. So that's all available via the app, and then you click on download it, and it will show which ones have been downloaded. And then we go back to home, and that's it there. So that's everything about this camera to set it up. And you saw the footage. I set it up outside and everything, and from what I've seen, this camera works really well compared to some of the other cameras I've tested. The nice thing I do like about this is that it's so small, it's so compact, and the charging works really well. It takes up to a 256 gig SD card, so that's available as well. What else is there? The Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, when you connect to it, you need to be within 20 meters, and also with regards to the PIR sense distance, that's around 21 meters. So what can I say about this little camera? I really like it. Look how small that is. I think that's the main thing, is that it's so small. It's so cool. The distance for the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi to connect to this is around 20 meters. So you need to be within that range in order to connect with the app and download any of the videos or pictures that you've got. The other thing is the SD card that goes in there can go up to a 256 gig card, so you can store quite a lot on there. You saw I've got over 1,352 videos on there, and they were 10 seconds each, and they were in 1080p. So the quality of what you saw in the video were 1080p ones. The solar panel battery capacity for that battery is 2,600 milliamps, and then you've got the four AA's that you can put in there. It's IP66 compliant, so it can be in the rain, it can get wet. Just don't put it inside a bucket of water, because that won't work. And overall, I'm happy with the way it operates. It works really well. It connects fine with the app. As you saw, it's very easy to add. It works quickly. Just make sure you're within the range. And other than that, I just want to say thanks to XTU for sending me this camera. I really enjoyed reviewing it. It's one of the nicer ones. And again, it's just so small and compact. So yeah, that's everything from my side. So I'll see you in my next review. Cheers.